Welcome back to a very special episode of Everybody Loves Tom. I'm here with Schwartz, Jason, and we're going to be answering some questions from our Patreon members. And anyone who wants to sign up for Patreon, please, we welcome you to do that. And you can ask us questions. We will answer them as best we can.
We also do feet pics.
Yes.
And,
Schwartz does feet pics.
it's nice to be here with you guys.
Yeah, this is
Jason,
nice.
Good to
man.
see you. I like the haircut.
Thanks. It's fresh.
I'm like kind of struggling. I'm losing my voice a little bit. So if I sound a little pubescent,
Yeah. Are you okay?
correctly, I'm okay.
I don't want to put you on the spot. We just started, but I got to be honest. You said something disturbing the other day, and I wanted to address it while we're here.
Okay.
I've been a little worried about you.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if Jason knows this, but Tom said he's thinking about getting a neck tattoo.
What?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Sorry.
I know it was.
Is that okay?
I'm out of here.
I don't know if you should, man. I've been thinking about it. It's a
You've been
bold
thinking
move.
about it. You've been thinking about it more than I have.
I know, but you were dead serious.
I was kind of serious.
How big though?
Yeah, what are we
Where
talking
on the
here?
neck?
Like
It's on
Justin
this
Bieber,
side.
a little cursive, or like are you talking full blown sleeve?
No, just like on the neck, maybe.
You've been rocking the fake ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm liking those, but they
think
go
I-
away.
I think I might stick to the fake ones for now.
Yeah.
I like them. These ones are faded.
yeah.
The
I
one
mean,
on your
like
arm.
to me, it seems like a smart choice.
The neck
because it's
tattoo?
Like no,
Oh.
no,
Fake
the fake
ones?
ones.
I was just say.
There was this girl that was I was talking to. She was a beautiful girl, and she had this tattoo, and she was like making fun of my fake tats. She was like so disgusted, and she had like real tats, and I gotta be honest, one of them was like, she's like, yeah, this is. I don't want to say what it is.
Is it a butterfly on her lower back?
N-
Sorry, Kayla.
no.
My old roommate from college. I love you if you ever see this.
My ex from high school. Anyways, no, it was a. She said it's this famous person, whatever, and I'm like, that literally looks like it could be anybody. Like it could be my mom.
If you want to get one, get one. I'm not that you're not a rock star, because you are. I mean, you guys literally have a band and everything. But what are the prerequisites to be able to get it? Like, I feel like you need a longer resume, more credentials before you get a tattoo.
I mean,
On your neck?
what-
That's permanent?
no, there's
That's
a lot of
redundant.
people that have
Yeah?
neck tattoos. Yeah,
Kind of hip right now.
Yeah.
it's been for a
But
while.
I'm worried about when it's not hip anymore. But you still have.
I feel like it's bull.
Then
I
I'll
feel
wanna
like
get one.
here's
Then
the
we're in
thing.
trouble.
I'm a contrarian.
Is that
by
I feel
nature.
like it's been cool for so long that like it's not gonna not be because everybody still has tattoos.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's also with the face tattoos too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like now people are getting face tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you put any like fake one on your face? When you
No.
did all those?
No,
Yeah.
that's a little much.
It depends on the type of face tattoo. If it's something that's speaks to your culture, or
Yeah.
Right. I think you ran out of space everywhere else. Like, do you never start on the face? Right?
Probably not.
cold
no.
what I'm
open with
saying.
a face tattoo.
That'd be
we can change the subject. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, let's stay on tattoos the whole time. Well, the Dr. Drew episode is doing really well.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of great feedback.
Yeah, it was.
It was an amazing episode.
I
from
was
the both of
touched.
you guys.
Yeah,
Seriously,
I
I was dialed in.
I was. Yeah, I didn't expect to. Like I said, I was ready to just ask him questions, reminisce. Which is what I want to do when we have guests on a lot. Like I would love to like reminisce and talk about. Like, some
Yeah,
of their
we're
crazy-ass
always ready
stories.
with questions for the guests, but they want to ask you more questions, I think.
I'm down. I'm down. Like when Dr. Drew was interviewing us for Special Forces, he seemed like slightly nervous. His energy in here talking about me seemed to put him at ease. I don't know, like,
yeah, I mean, he was
because
in
he felt like he was in his comfort zone,
Of course.
his wheelhouse. He's like like used to doing that.
yeah, I mean,
Like he was a pro, like you're looking at
Yeah.
somebody's like 30, 40 years experience.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, if he was really, it felt like we were in a Tom Sandoval therapy session. It was amazing.
totally.
Yeah.
Because Schwartz, you said you found out stuff about Tom that you've never heard before, and you've known Tom for how many years?
13 years, 14 maybe now.
Yeah. It's amazing.
We have an update, by the way, if anyone's interested.
What?
Because at one point during the episode, Tom looked over at me in a slightly sarcastic voice. He's like, I bet you'd score higher on the narcissist test than me. So I took it.
And
I got a 2.
What?
Which I'm actually a little concerned about because I think it means listen. I wish Dr. Drew was here, but I think it means I'm too passive, which I'm already aware of. I am too passive by nature, but a 2. Yeah, and
interesting.
we don't have to.
you're like the least narcissistic person ever.
But maybe to a
But
fault.
what does it mean?
I think
You want a little narcissism, right? I mean, I don't know.
Everybody a little bit.
I don't know. Anyways, let's wait till we have Drew back to dissect that.
Yeah.
Guys, I just got back from New York.
How was
I was
it?
promoting the new season of Winter House.
Woo!
Not to
I'm
rub it
excited
in.
to check it out.
I know you're supposed to be there. It was one of the most fun trips of my entire life.
People think I'm full of shit when I say that I was supposed to be on it.
Tentatively. There was a lot of things happening.
I was supposed to be on it. Literally,
Yeah.
producers were hitting me up. I was supposed to be on it, and then
Yeah.
I stopped filming, and so they like put me on hold for it, and then Schwartz left, and I stayed here.
Why was it so fun, Schwartz?
Oh, I mean, where do I begin? I feel like I've been a little like precious about it, even with like my Instagram captions, but I fell in love with everyone there. That I was going through a lot of shit, not just,
Yeah.
but like stuff with my family and everything.
Yeah.
And it was just such a welcomed retreat, and also it was great to reconnect with nature. And I just those are like my soulmate friends.
Dude, you looked like you were really happy.
I was so happy, and
It's kind of like a bubble when you go there.
it really is, man. It's like
Like a
it's
fun bubble.
it's airport rules, 24/7.
Whoa.
Yeah, if you want to wake up and drink at 6, it's perfectly okay. No one's gonna judge you. Whatever, anything goes. Like there's hookups in the bathroom.
Ooh, damn.
I'm just saying, it's just
Do you have a hookup in the bathroom?
No, not me, but
When you
just
fell
saying,
in love with everybody
hypothetically.
there. Was there one person in particular?
Damn, me on the spot. No.
Well, I guess we gotta wait. We gotta wait and see.
You gotta wait and see.
Okay, the lamest PR answer of all time.
No, it is,
Yeah.
but it's true. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, you can't.
No,
you
we
can't spoil the
spoil
surprise.
anything.
Yeah.
But I will be tuning in because I can't wait to see.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
You better not be hotter than me.
I gotta be honest, I'm a little like protective over it because it was such a sacred little moment in my life that I almost don't want it to air. And I've told Tom I'm kind of like this about my wedding. I've actually only watched it one time because it's so perfectly.
You actually did watch it.
Yes.
Okay.
Were you there when Katie sat me down? I watched
No.
like 25% of it, and then I was like, I can't do it because it's so perfectly preserved in my mind. The wedding, one of the happiest days of my life. I know we're very healthily. We're not happily. Jesus, we're amicably divorced. Everything's cool, but like, yes, that's still Tom. You were there.
Yeah, it was amazing.
sweaty.
It's probably
Running hot
one of my
lately.
favorite weddings of all time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know you've told me that a lot. Me too, by the way.
It was just a great combination of people,
The location enveloped in the
location was
woods, Graygle,
great.
California.
Yeah.
just
It
the
was
overall
magical.
vibe was really just freaking great.
Yeah.
Yacht Rock Band.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a party.
Hell yeah.
I think Trumpet came out at one point.
Yeah. Fortunately and unfortunately.
Yeah, one of my favorite VPR moments was when you played the trumpet in that guy's ear.
He loved that.
And he was like, get it out of my ear. That
Yeah.
just makes me laugh every time.
yeah.
And speaking
I was trying to find the key. So it's like the best thing is
right
like,
in his ear.
I'm not like this guy who's got like we have people in our band that are just like perfect pitch. Like, no, they can hear a key, know it right away. I'm like, I gotta go searching for that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go searching on the trumpet in somebody else's ear while they're trying to play a song. Not fun.
Oh, no, I don't think so. And BravoCon is coming up.
Yes.
Excited, nervous.
Both.
In Vegas.
I'm sure there's gonna be people drinking. I'm
Yeah.
hoping, I'm hoping people are just overall just excited.
Do you think you're gonna get booed?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Because
Um,
I think we've talked about this a lot, and like one-on-one, people are lovely,
Yeah,
and their humanity is shining bright.
but when they
like,
get together,
yeah,
like Dr. Drew said,
yeah,
I have a feeling there could possibly be some people that I'm just that feel they need to confront me.
yeah.
But
But I feel like you're
I'm a little nervous about being on the same stage as Ariana because if she comes out, it's like yay, whatever, and then I come out, it's like, and people are gonna be like wanting to show their like loyalty and to Team Ariana or whatever. And I'm a little nervous about that.
Do you feel? By the way, I told you this earlier, but I started watching Special Forces.
Yeah.
I'm all caught up to date. It's such a good show. I'm fully invested. I don't invest in a lot of shows these days.
Thanks for watching, man. You don't normally watch stuff like that.
I don't, but I really like the cast.
They're great.
And I got to be honest, like from episode 1, I know, like when he looked at JoJo in the eye, and he's like, JoJo, he said it with like such disdain. He's like, don't look me in the eye. I don't like you. From that moment on, I was so invested. I laughed so hard. And anyways, man, do you think in some way, shape, or form you're better prepared because of Special Forces for BravoCon and any potential public shaming?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helped.
Yeah.
I was ready for it there. I think you're gonna at BravoCon, the difference is you're gonna get a lot of upswings. There's gonna be people that are like, oh my gosh, and then there's gonna be people that are like, ew, like
yeah. Well, speaking of Special Forces, we just recapped a bunch of episodes that are on the Patreon.
Yes,
go check it out. And this is actually a good lead into one of the questions from our Patreon people. This is from Krista. Thank you, Krista.
Hello.
She asks, I'm currently watching Special Forces. Who did you bond with the most? And what do you think was the biggest aha moment you had there?
I mean, I really got along with like Bodie Miller and Jack Osborne, and but everybody, in sort of different ways. Like I really bonded with Kelly Rizzo, and also, you know, with Brian Austin Green at times. You know, Brian Austin Green left a little earlier, and then Kelly did, you know, but I feel like everybody had their moments, and then too, even like with you know, with JoJo, like totally bonded with her, and yeah, I like, it's pretty like everybody. It's in different ways, you know, like we would be put in different situations. I mean, you know, and certain people handle stress and things differently. You know, Tyler, he was very much to himself. Also, Nick was more to himself. I mean, I kind of was too. Like the last thing I wanted to do was say anything stupid. Or,
a lot of people seemed very introspective.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw camaraderie, but I felt like a lot of people were doing some soul searching.
Yeah.
Yeah, JoJo though seemed like someone who stood out as a leader.
She was a cheerleader.
Day one.
She was totally a cheerleader.
Tara,
always checking everybody. Yeah. Always looking. Yeah, and we all did that. Like nobody wanted us. Nobody wanted anyone to leave at any point in time. We were all like, even you know, Robert and when Brian Austin Green were like talking about leaving, they were talking about leaving the day before, and everybody's sitting there trying to convince them.
Yeah.
Including myself. You know?
Yeah.
Even like with Kelly, like I know it looked like I was being like a dick or whatever, but I was trying to go the other route from Tyler when we were carrying the boat. Like, come on, suck it up, like that kind of type thing.
What was it like being punched in the face by Jack Osborne?
Well, I was punched in the face by both Jack Osborne and by Nick Val.
When was before then? I wanted to ask because what I was like, when was, first of all, and I'm not condoning or supporting or encouraging violence, but every once in a while, I think it's kind of a good humbling experience to be punched in the face. I think the last time I was punched in the face was by James Kennedy during that barroom brawl up at Mixology in the Grove.
Oh my God!
He punched me. He socked me good.
Wow.
But I wasn't mad. I on some. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Isn't it weird?
It kind of was like
not very painful.
I felt Fight Club-esque. I kind of felt alive.
Yeah.
Not that I was dead inside before, but it was like I was like, maybe I needed to be punched in the face. I don't know.
It's pretty
When was the last time you were punched in the face before Special Forces? Do you remember?
Maybe it might have been that moment in Mixology.
Oh, you've never been. Oh, James, you got punched too?
Dude, that guy cheap shot me like 3 times.
Or maybe we should put this in there. I don't know.
Oh my God.
apologies because it's like we were way out of line, but like that was the only time I've ever been in a real barroom brawl. I was looking for chairs. I was looking for beer bottles. I wanted blood.
Dude, there was put that video up.
It was literally like an old school like Western movie where like people are swinging from like chandeliers and like throwing shit.
It was you guys against James?
Dude, it was like everybody was so afraid I was going to hurt James that they kept holding me back. And then James would hit me and then run off, and I would go after him. They'd grab me. I literally was going to lose my mind. I was growling. I was so pissed.
Oh, my God.
I was like, stop. I was like, if you fucking hold me down, I'm going to fucking literally elbow you in the throat. Like, can you imagine somebody's coming up and punching you, and then, like, you're getting held back? And
that would be crazy.
That dickhead's just running around, like, free, like, talking shit to you, running around.
Oh, that would get me crazy.
Yeah, I was losing it.
Yeah, no,
and then, too, like, I pushed one of Shay's, like, his dad aside because I, like, got laser focus on James, and then his brother saw that.
Oh, no.
And then started pounding on Tom.
Like, oh,
dude,
my
it was
God.
nuts. Sheena's foot's gushing blood.
Oh.
Dude, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Schwartz is like trying to get James in the headlock. Like I'm getting held back. I think I kicked him in the face at one point.
I don't want to romanticize a barroom brawl.
It was nuts.
But it's like you should, if you ever get a chance, try.
Maybe give it a try.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks.
Uh-huh.
Another great moment, I'm just going to bring up these as they come from VPR, was season 1 when you guys were in Vegas and, when Jax came to Vegas and like you guys like got outside of that bar and Tom, you like took your shirt off for some reason.
2 belts on.
Yeah.
Did you ever give the backstory as to why you were as faded as you were?
Oh yeah, we were drinking.
No, but I want to know why you took your shirt off. Because you were just like, that's what you do when you fight.
I never understood that impulse, but I guess it's so you don't get your shirt dirty.
I really like that shirt. I really, really, really like that
You're
shirt.
Like, did you like take it off, fold it, put it down, safe place, fight?
Yeah, kind of.
You like checked it with the valet.
Those pants I was wearing were called the Slim Fuck jeans. I remember they were like $400 jeans, literally $400 jeans.
Whoa,
I got them from back when I did the Rockin' Republic campaign.
I remember that.
Yeah, like literally had the first.
Yeah, I was there.
Did you hop into that fight also?
No, I thought it was hilarious. I was like,
I accidentally took a Xanax.
Yeah.
Literally, the engine was running. Nobody was behind the wheel. I totally blacked out for like. There's like 15 minutes of like dead space.
Whoa, no, that's the worst.
I had no idea. I like came to and like I had claw marks on me. Like, no idea.
That forever changed.
Dude, there's one part you can see me in the restaurant. There's one part where like they're talking shit to each other, and I'm sitting there like here yelling at each other, whatever, and like I'm like smiling like this. I'm like, and like a fucking stool flies by my face. Not even a blink. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like
the lights were on, but nobody was home, man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
All right. This is a good lead into our next question. This is a 2-parter, but this is connected to our second parter. This is from Sue. Thanks, Sue, for being a part of the Patreon.
What's up, Sue?
Hi, Tom. I was wondering what's your favorite song to sing on tour. Also, what's your favorite non-alcoholic drink now that you're not drinking?
It's hard to say my favorite song.
Because we switch them out a lot.
We switch them out a lot. So, like, sometimes I'll, like, fall in love with a song, and then I'll get over it. I would say, like, I got to look, like, at what songs we've stayed with for a long time.
Right.
Working for the Weekend. I freaking love that song.
That's a fun one.
Journey Separate Ways.
Yeah.
We kill that one, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
We just added the 1975 Love It If You Made It.
That's my favorite one right now.
Yeah, right now.
Ooh,
So this is right now moments.
Mm-hmm.
I think being in a band, like, because our band, I mean, everybody is so good. So being in a band that can just rip out, like, Muse Hysteria, like, that song is it's so sick. Like, also, like, we open with Wolf Mother, Joker and the Thief.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like Blinding Lights. I mean, there's so many songs, like 25 or 624.
Yeah, my God.
That's, like, the band sounds so cool on that song.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you guys crushed it. What's that Queen song I love, Tom?
Oh, Somebody to Love?
Yeah.
I thought that was right in your guys' wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Not that they're not all in your wheelhouse. I'm just saying
Thanks, man. It's more of a vocally driven song, so I appreciate it.
Very much so.
But yeah, and then my favorite thing to drink. Big fan of. Oops. I like to make cocktails with Gia. It's a non-alcoholic aperitif. One thing I feel like that this has that a lot of other things are lacking. Like I do actually really like this as well. I like the tequila, the Ritual tequila. They're really nice. If you notice, this has a better viscosity to it. This also has a nice viscosity to it. Some non-alcoholic spirits tend to be very thin,
watery,
and taste watery. They literally taste like water out of a faucet. You can taste it, and that's honestly like one of the biggest differences between a premium and an ultra premium spirit in general. Like, is the water that they use and the packaging. So, a lot of these non-alcoholic spirits, I can tell, are using like, I could taste the fluoride literally in the water. So, or that they're using. And with something that doesn't have like such a strong taste, affecting thing like alcohol in it, you got to be really careful about the water that you use. This is awesome, though. It's a great aperitif. It's so flavorful, so many botanicals.
If you want the burn, by the way, if you're chasing the burn but you're not drinking, apple cider vinegar is the way to go. You don't want to use too much of it, but if you're missing the burn. Sue, by the way, like also if you just Google neurotropics or like adaptogens, if you want to get like a nice pleasant buzz without drinking, those are all good. You'll find all kinds of cool little tinctures and drinks.
Cheers, Sue.
So yeah, Sue.
Yeah. And then there's a couple of beers that you've been drinking, non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah, my favorite is Sam Adams Just the Haze. It's so good.
This one is from Karen.
Okay.
Karen, you refer to yourself as a stupid reality star. Seems like a pretty big platform. Why do you think it's stupid?
Well, like I'm not like David Beckham and Victoria Beckham. Like, I feel like we were not like on that platform. Like, we're not like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like,
sometimes you have self-worth issues about what you're contributing to society. Maybe
that as well.
But then we're in the bars. And people are like, dude, you helped get me through the pandemic. I laughed my ass off to your show. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, so wait.
Yeah, that's very true.
Maybe we are contributing something to society. And a little mental break, a little cognitive ease. Yeah. Bring it on.
It is a great platform. I guess, like, because our show in the past has been so, like, tumultuous and messy, I just assumed that it would kind of almost, like, blend in a sense. With, like, what has happened in the past. I didn't think it would be such big news.
Yeah.
Like, oh, another cheating scandal again on Bravo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of figured it would be like an eye roll.
Yeah, it was like the right place at the right time culturally, I think.
Yeah.
Slow news day. This is also from Karen.
And Karen?
You mentioned you had a lot of anger coming into Special Forces. Has a lot of that dissipated in the last few months, or is that still there? And if so, how do you channel that / deal with it?
As far as the anger goes, I did, and one of the ways that I have learned to deal with anger, one of the reasons why I was able to stop drinking currently was doing guided meditation. That has really helped me deal. I used to drink to numb, like, especially at the beginning of this whole scandal, and even in general, I would do that, and my relationship with alcohol was starting to get, not healthy, and so I knew it would only get worse if I kept going the way I was going. I had to make a change, and I had to do something very drastic, and that way I could. Because the last thing, I'm not saying I'm never going to drink again. Not right now. But the last thing I wanted to do was fucking ruin it. Or like, I can't.
That's the thing. I love drinking so much that I don't want to abuse it. I know for some people it's not that easy because
no, of course.
You struggle with addiction.
Yeah.
But it's like because it's also they've gotten to that point.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
That has a lot to do. Like, and I was going there.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I know, that's it. I love drinking a lot. I don't want to fuck it up.
So do I. I love it too. We have so much. We've had so much fun together, drinking and having. All of us have.
Yeah.
And the last thing I would want to do is be like, oh, I can't because. And I knew that was a pivotal time where I needed to check myself before I could erect myself.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm in a pretty good place considering.
I think so too.
Yeah.
This person asks, it's kind of a long one, so stick with me here.
Okay.
I've been dying to ask this, but I thought it was invasive.
Okay.
But it was baffling to me why you would stay with someone for so long who refused to be intimate. A lot of people are in miserable, sexless relationships, but they don't see any better options, so they just stay put. But you're in Hollywood. You're a great-looking guy surrounded by great-looking women. I always wondered why you felt like you had to put up with that, considering, from my outsider vantage point, it seems like you had a lot of other options. I'm guessing that wasn't how it looked from your vantage point.
Who's that?
There's no name here.
It's your mother, isn't it?
It's my mom, Era. Wait a minute, Mom!
That's fucked up.
So that one sounds like a loaded question. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it is a loaded question.
Man, I don't know if there's any right answer to that.
Well, it's not about right or wrong. It's just,
Yeah.
Look, like I...
I'm going to take a sip about that.
Okay. Yes, being in Hollywood, there are a lot of people out here. Obviously, it's a huge city.
Well, being anywhere, there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people anywhere in the world these days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the current population on Earth now? Is it 6 billion?
7.
7 billion?
I'm
Plus
8.
My almost 8, yeah. We were kind of in a bubble. Like, it's not like I can be like, fishing or anything like that. I also was in a state of mind where I just didn't really understand or accept outside of like, and at that time, like thinking outside the box or outside of my relationship. I had pretty much come like, this is it. Like, until obviously that happened with Rachel, but I just sort of accepted what I was. And I also felt that it was a part of my identity, kind of like you and Katie, like Ariana and I felt like Ariana was part of my identity.
Yeah, exactly. And on that note, it's like when the intimacy was lacking when I was married, I was never thinking like, man, there's a lot of hot chicks in LA. I better go find one.
Yeah, that seems so daunting.
To satisfy
like
my
Mount Everest.
my impulses. It was like, let's work on this. Let's be constructive. Let's go to therapy. Let's take a vacation together.
Yeah, that's usually like the last thing you think of is like, well, now I'm gonna go find another woman.
Yeah,
that's like the last thing you want to think about.
Maybe in the 80s.
You also everybody knew me as that, and so like the vibe, like I'm not on anybody's radar that way, and nobody was on my radar that way, and I think that probably had a lot to do with why this thing with Rachel was so unexpected, and so surprising to both of us. I was very insecure. I had low self-worth in that aspect. I felt undesirable. And when I kind of got that attention, it got a part of me to maybe like rebel, essentially, because I wasn't happy and I knew we weren't happy, but I didn't know. And then at that point, it's like I'm like, what do I do? You know what I mean? You're like freaking out.
Yeah, of course. This is from Lisa. Lisa asked a lot of questions. So thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
We appreciate it. Yeah, you sure are. Forgive me if this is too personal. Uh-oh. But do you follow a certain religion? Uh-oh. I heard you say you went to Catholic school, so I'm curious.
I did go to Catholic school. I went up till 5th grade, but I stayed in my parish all the way through 8th grade. I was confirmed. I went through confirmation, all that stuff. I'm not really that into organized religion. I think there's pros and cons to both, all things in that nature. I have friends that are all like the colors of the rainbow of religions and not, and spiritual and whatever, and just sort of go with the flow, and
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up like in a Catholic parish in the Midwest. Go to church every week. Yeah.
Is it blasphemous to just cherry pick the best parts from different religions?
No, I think that's actually a really evolved thing to do.
I was raised Catholic too.
Yeah.
I never got confirmation though. I remember
really?
being at one point. I was like, what do you call the classes?
Oh, PSR.
Yeah.
Is it called PSR?
I
where
think
you
so.
live?
And I remember one day I just was like, I hate this. I'm never coming back. I don't care if I get scolded or what's gonna. I don't care what the repercussions are. I just remember hating it. Not religion, but just like it was
class,
just a weird vibe. I
and
remember
you had
the
to go
strange
after
dank
school.
smell. Yes, and it felt like I always felt uneasy in there. It felt like culty, at least where I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. No fond memories of that
Yeah.
experience.
And I'm Jewish, and Tom, I know you talked about cherry picking from certain religions, so you said you were interested in the bris part. So next week you said you were going to come get a bris. So I have that scheduled.
Oh.
She also asks, will you cover the VPR theme song on your tour? If not, why not?
Well, I hear it a lot. It can be a little It's a little triggering, isn't it?
It just reverberates around in my mind, like
Yeah.
24/7.
Well, we do a song,
We do.
a deep cut from Vanderpump.
Yeah.
You do?
We
TIP.
do.
Oh.
We do TIP.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if we were I know James DJs and he plays it, so I feel like that's a little bit different. I mean, because he's like playing other songs. Like we're like a live band. I feel like it might be a little weird.
I think us playing that would be like low hanging fruit.
Yeah. Yes.
I think if you guys put your own twist on it, it could be magical.
I just don't
Maybe
want.
like
I have
at a-
no desire
We
to.
did like a jazz version. Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like if we changed it up a bit, like a funk, like a jazz
funky
funk
jazz
like a version. I don't know. Something like that would be good.
Yeah.
I thought you
they
were about to
would.
cook one up real quick.
Hate it. I feel like they would just revolt.
No.
Okay. Lisa also asked. She's really getting her money's worth. What is you or the band's biggest pet peeve regarding fans at a concert? Get it?
I can say mine.
I have like 100.
You can answer this better. 'cause
You answer it first.
I'll answer mine first, but Jason, you should answer it too, because Jason's the band manager of those of you that don't know,
And the drummer.
and the drummer, and he deals with a lot, and I love you for that.
All the nonsense.
And you kill it.
Thank you.
And he sees everything from as the drummer, because he's got like such an elevated
Motorizer.
yeah. My biggest thing is like, I hate when people come that want to like, I don't know, be a certain way towards me, but then like end up sort of channeling it to other band members. Like for some reason, like people have been really rude to Maddie, our other singer.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten so much better.
It's so much better. It's fine. It's not
like
that
back
bad,
in
but
May.
like some people, they get a little drunk and they like start acting. It's like, I don't know if they're jealous of Maddie or something. I don't know why Maddie specifically.
I just think they want to target people who are like close to you and who are like who want to put themselves near you. Like they think Maddie shouldn't be in your band. Like she should be mad at you and not even want to play music with you.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean that is my biggest pet peeve, because like the band, Maddie, I mean all these, they have nothing to do with anything that you have done or so
It's like the same thing at the restaurant.
exactly.
Like these people don't like half of our staff is like I've barely heard of Vanderpump Rules. Like I don't really.
I mean, I stayed away from Schwartz and Sandy's for so long. There's people that like work there that don't even know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jade, Emma.
Yeah.
Our new servers.
Who are they?
I think you just met them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you put Rachel up in a lineup, the band would not be able to point her out in it, pick her out. They have no idea who she is.
Yeah.
None of the band members watch Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
They have no idea. They don't know the references. They don't know.
That's true. They don't.
TIP before. They're like younger. A lot of them. They have no idea about any of this. Like I had to explain a lot of this to them. You know what I mean? They have no idea. Not a single clue.
By the way, you know what I've been getting a lot of lately? I've had a lot of people who started watching our show when they were like 11, 12, 13, which blows my mind.
That is crazy.
And they're coming in and they're celebrating anniversaries or like just getting married or graduating college. And they're like, dude, I know this is weird, but I've been watching you since I was 11.
And they're like, I'm 22 now. Do you want to go on a date?
No, plot twist. No, that didn't actually happen.
Well,
but
people always say to you, like, oh, I like grew up with you.
Yeah.
Like, I know you. I feel like I grew up with you.
yeah.
It's crazy to
means
think.
something. Yeah. But overall,
or maybe devolved.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned a lot of lessons on what not to do in life from Tom Sandoval.
Yeah. But overall, I do want to put it out there. The shows have been awesome.
They have
We're
been.
going on tour in November. Come out. Go to our website. Get tickets.
Yes.
The shows have been amazing. So
we
thank
got a
you,
great
everybody.
tour coming up in the Midwest. It's going to be really, I'm so excited.
So positive vibes. Really, they've been amazing. Lisa, we love the questions. She continues to ask, what is the significance of the white necklace you often wear? Some call it the Fruit Loop necklace. I think you're wearing it right now.
I'm wearing it right now. Lisa, this necklace was given to me by this necklace was given to me by Schwartz. Ian Charms is the people that make it. And Schwartz had this made for me. And it was like my first time since maybe like, late 90s, early 2000s that I like wore like a choker style necklace like this. So I like put it on. I fell in love with it. I love that it was not like any specific color or whatever. And I wear it like all the time. In fact, this is my second one. The first one broke. When I was trying on clothes, my luggage didn't come in when I did Special Forces.
Yeah.
In New Zealand, it broke, and I had another one made.
It's a cool necklace.
I love
Those
it,
are
dude.
really cool.
It says Sandy on it. Schwartz got it made. He has one too.
Yeah. Right? You guys dig it?
I love it.
I like it too.
Yeah, they're really cool. All right, last one from Lisa. Thank you, Lisa.
Lisa.
She finally asks, who is your favorite singer/band?
That is so hard to say, but I would say I've seen this band many times. They are so unbelievably talented. I highly recommend, even if you're not a huge fan of Muse.
Yes, I knew it.
He loves Muse.
Yep.
They are,
We saw them.
Brandon Boyd.
And the Incubus, also big fan of them.
Yeah, that's right.
But like,
Absolutely.
Muse is like, there are technically I think 4 members. There's like 3 members, but there's like always there's a 4th member like kind of stays in the back. But
Plays keys and stuff.
yeah, like Matt Bellamy is phenomenal. They're all so good. They're so good. I mean, they put out so much sound. They're like the most polished band ever, and like all their songs are so much bigger live. They're so much.
Yeah.
They're so clear. They're perfect. They never miss a note. It's like visually, like
Yeah, we saw them in the spring at Crypto Arena.
Yeah.
And it was, I knew them. I've never seen them before. It was the most amazing show I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
It blew my mind, like,
Dude.
beyond.
High praise.
Really,
Yeah.
I'm not hyping them up.
The only show
God.
the only show that's ever been better than like any Muse show really was Beyonce Homecoming at Coachella.
Saw that.
That was phenomenal.
There was
Probably my favorite. That is my favorite show ever. And I'm not even like a massive Beyonce
Wow.
fan. I love Beyonce, just not like, but that show was like
That's amazing.
like the best show I've ever
Instantly iconic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Deborah Turner, thank you, Deborah. She asks, Tom, where do you see yourself in 5 years / 10 years?
seen. Hopefully alive.
Yes, we hope so too.
Hopefully alive. Who's this for?
From Deborah.
Deborah. I'm not really sure. I mean, I I think 5 years ago I saw myself somewhere else than I am right now. So I try not to plan too far ahead, because sometimes a plan is a list of things that aren't gonna happen.
But yeah, you have goals, objectives,
Yeah.
dreams, visions.
Slowly building,
But
like obviously companies, things like that, putting things out there. Like, I mean, my goal is to
retire by 50?
No.
That's my goal. I mean, I'm still gonna work. But
Yeah.
My goal is
I
like,
don't want to have to work hard after 50.
Yeah, I don't want to have
after
to work
55.
hard. But, yeah, I don't want to have to
I don't
work
have to be
hard,
wealthy,
but I'd like to have multiple sources of residual income set up and be able to love and live and possibly laugh.
You should put that on a
write that
card or
down.
something.
What about the neck tattoo?
Maybe a neck tattoo.
5 years from now?
That will fade away.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is from Krista Marie.
Okay.
Krista Marie asks, thank you, Krista, for being a Patreon subscriber.
Hi, Krista. Yes, thank you.
Why did it seem like you were or are so angry at Ariana during the breakup? And I guess leading up. It really didn't seem to make sense that you seem very angry at her on top of being sorry. I just didn't know if you have addressed that yet anywhere in the podcast, which I love, by the way. Thank you. And it seemed out of character for you to be upset at her over your decision to handle things in such a not Tom way. You kind of did a Jax. That's a burn.
So, Krista, thank you for your question. And yes, it was definitely way out of character for me to act the way that I did, which I definitely feel bad about. I would never speak to Ariana that way, ever. In fact, it was kind of the opposite. I sort of walked on eggshells around Ariana. At that time, with what had happened and what I had done, it created a sort of a triggering, sort of like a domino effect of like me sort of revolt, like me with the Rachel thing was obviously yearning for love, passion, my insecurity, everything. Like that's one of the reasons why it went on so long, is because I had such low self-worth. But I was starting to realize through therapy that had come from being put down and made to feel corny and stupid and not worthy of speaking. Like you can see, like you can watch Ariana throughout all of filming, you know, like she shushes me, she speaks for me, tells me this is a conversation for the adults, you know, and like kind of does that thing. And she had always kind of acted that way. I was always kind of like seen in her eyes as a little like inferior when it came to like my point of view and things. I'm glad to see her doing well. I'm glad to see that like
striving
out of all this shit, negative stuff, like to me, yeah, it's shitty, it's horrible. I can't change the past, but it's at least endearing to see positive things coming out of it. Us breaking up and me being the ultimate villain in that situation makes her the ultimate fucking hero, because the relationship was ending, you know?
Yeah. And she's killing it right now.
Yeah, and that's great.
Yeah.
I do really like seeing it.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure. Okay. We got one from Sarah A here. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. All the tabloids keep talking about a mystery girl. I'm sure you have plenty. But do you plan on taking monogamy serious, or are you planning on being a bachelor until you die?
Again, this goes under that like 5. Hi, Sarah. Cheers to monogamy, by the way. See, Sarah, this goes back to that. Wow, that's hot. That's got to burn. This goes back to that 5-10 year plan situation. I do plan on taking monogamy seriously. And that's one of the reasons why I think it's really important for me to stay single right now And
I feel that.
Whether it's getting out of my system right now or if it's just like understanding what I should have in my life, you know? Don't you feel the same way, Schwartz?
Yeah, because the next time I get into real relationship or committed, like we talked about this, I think I want to try to make it the real deal. I want to go the distance.
Yeah, I mean, your last one you did too, and so did I.
Yeah.
I
want to keep it light right now and just have fun.
But I mean, even then, like, also, you know, like, I also believe too that like you can have a very happy, fulfilled life with, like, let's say I have a partner for another like 10 years, and then we come to a place where we don't want to be together anymore. Then I have those 10 years. Like, I know a lot of people break up and they like want to like delete that part of their life and like act like it didn't happen. I embrace all the great memories, and I'm sure you do too. Like, I love it. Like, I'm so proud of them. You know, like, it was a great moment in my life, just like even before. Like, you know, I ran into a girl. You met her. Like, two of my ex-girlfriends came to shows when we were on our last bit of a tour.
Oh my God, yeah. In
Lisa
Nashville,
Blades
in Savannah.
and her husband, and Michelle Smith. Like, dude, I'm like saying their full names. My two ex-girlfriends, and it's so great to see them. They're doing so well, got kids, and I look back on like such great memories in my life.
Yeah.
All right, we got two more quick ones. Dakota asks, favorite snack / I'm coming to the meet and greet in Angola, Indiana. That's right, we're coming to Indiana.
Yes.
Thanks, Dakota. That's Dakota. We'll see you in Indiana.
Hell
favorite snack? What's your favorite snack, Tom?
What's up, Dakota?
Getting deep here.
Can't wait to meet you.
Deep. It's a deep one. You might cry on this one, Tom.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. My favorite, Dakota, my favorite snack currently is queso cheese popcorners chips with Jack Link's original beef jerky.
All together?
Eating them together.
Wow. That's a healthy snack. If you're going to be like bad.
It's not healthy.
Tom, that is such a healthy. No, those are like healthy chips.
Oh, they are?
They're the pop chips.
Oh.
They're not like
They're like keto chips.
We
They're
got
not keto.
Yes, they are.
We're talking Cool Ranch Doritos.
Get them in like the keto aisle, like in the healthy chip aisle.
They're still like 150 calories per serving.
They're not Doritos, Tom.
Okay.
They're not Funyuns,
If you were to be
Sandoval.
like the baddest Tom you could be.
Well, that's honestly like what I would, but I'll eat like a whole fucking bag of that shit. That'll be like a meal for me. I'll eat the whole thing. Family size bag of that with like 2 big bags of beef jerky.
He grunts like crazy when he's eating that too. It's like,
what's my favorite snack? Shit. I mean, I can tell you that I love cookies and milk.
Well, you see, that is a revelation.
I've
never seen you eat cookies and milk.
There's a reason why.
No cookies in the house.
When Schwartz moved in, I told him, I was like, listen, you can keep whatever you want in the pantry, but you got to keep your cookies in your room.
He said no gingeroos. If you've had the gingeroos at Trader Joe's, they're really good.
Are those your favorite kind of cookies, like ginger cookies?
I like soft. I don't like chocolate chip that much. I like
soft cookies.
Gooey.
I like a
gooey cookie.
Oatmeal raisin.
Oh yeah.
White chocolate macadamia nut. Those gingeroos.
Yeah.
So good. Like, I slurp the milk out. It's like,
whoa.
But I'll eat all of them. The entire bag.
I've bared witness to it.
It's
insatiable. He's like the Cookie Monster.
I'm like Lois on Brownie Day. If you watch Family Guy. We're gonna miss the show. Like, she's like, I made brownies, and then like he gets there, and she's like literally sobbing. She's like, what did I do?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
We should do an anti-ASMR episode where we just watch Tom eat a fucking bag of cookies. I'm telling you.
What is that called? What is that called when people on YouTube, they just eat like a ton of food? Mukbang.
Yeah.
You know what mukbang is?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we should do a mukbang episode.
We should get
when you get like a tremendous amount of food and just eat it all.
We need to witness Tom for the Patreon subscribers. We need to witness Tom eat. I want him to cry too while he's eating the bag of cookies.
Fuck, man.
Or maybe a whole.
We're gonna do that.
Like we could go old school, Tom, and get a Papa John's pizza with pepperoni, jalapenos, dip it in the cheese sauce.
Dude, somebody watch me eat. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
That's for the OnlyFans, I feel like.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that'd be sick. All right.
I love jalapeno pepper. All right, Papa John's jalapeno pepperoni, hand tossed with like 5 cups of warmed up nacho cheese sauce to dip it in.
Whoa.
He's knuckle deep in that shit, and I'm telling you, I've witnessed it. He converted me. I get it. It's really good.
So good.
I prefer thin crust, but yeah.
Wow. All right. Last question is from and we still have a lot of questions. We're gonna get to them all.
Yeah.
But we only have so much time here. It's from Janet, and she says, "We love the studio. Do you think you'll be updating it at all?" And Janet, funny you say that is because we have a new piece of art that we wanted to introduce on this episode.
Yes.
It's right here, actually. Hold on one second. I'm going to go grab it.
It is this was famously painted at a paint and sip.
Schwartz, do you mind?
Season 3?
No, like 5 maybe? 4?
Do the honors.
It's a portrait that Schwartz painted of me. And I think it's amazing.
This is a Schwartz original of Tom that we will be hanging up somewhere in the studio.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty damn good.
It's like anime Sandoval.
I love it, dude. It's so good. It's like
I love the cheekbones and the eyes personally.
Yeah.
When we sold the house, me and Katie, I didn't know what to do with this. I was like, do I bring it to my new apartment? I don't know.
Katie didn't want that?
She fought.
No, we
fought over that.
There was a high stakes game of paper, rock, scissors, and fortunately, I won.
Where should we put it?
I don't know.
Should we put it on Jason's side, maybe?
I honestly feel like we just put it front and center, but I wanted that in my house. But I understand that it has to be in here, but I want it.
It has a dark energy to it.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I feel like
I'm projecting.
I feel like it feels like it belongs like in that art gallery from like Beverly Hills Cop, the first one.
It's a good reference. I don't know if you remember that.
Dude, there's like a table with the spinning heads on it.
Oh.
Salad is there. Would you like an espresso with a little lemon twist?
Oh, yeah, I actually do remember that now.
I feel like this person should be working in there, whoever this person is.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. That's that.
Well,
close up the show.
Guys, thank you so much for your questions. Hopefully I didn't piss off too many people.
Maybe. Again.
Oh, man. Sorry I was losing my voice. Schwartz, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, guys.
So much for
being
subscribing
here,
to our Patreon. Also, we have a lot of dates coming up for the band. We're going to be touring. Check out the link. Click the link. You can go to Tom Sandoval The Most Extras.com. Get tickets. We have meet and greets, and it's gonna be the Midwest. It's gonna be awesome.
We're starting in Des Plaines, Illinois.
9th to the 19th.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, we'll be out November 9th, and we're gonna be in the Midwest through the 19th. So yeah, go check us out. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, and then we got BravoCon coming up. It's
whoa,
wow, just
be
getting
busy.
started.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Come hang with us. TomTom, Schwartz and Sandy's.
Yes.
Woo.